domingo 14 de agosto tuve la oportunidad de entrevistar a Grant Cardone, de descendencia italiana, quien es muy conocido en el mundo televisivo por sus lecciones de economía. Agarre lápiz y papel porque usted tiene que asegurarse de anotar esta sugerencia como tener acceso, como tener suceso económico. Señores y señores, si usted tiene alguna pregunta sobre economía y cómo hacer plata, no se preocupe porque aquí tenemos al gran Grant Cardone.
Cardone.
I said it right. How are you?
Good, I'm very good, thank you.
Welcome to Nashville.
Thank you, I love Nashville. I've been here probably 4 or 5 times.
Well, where was I?
I don't know where you were, but there was a whole bunch of other people there.
Well, I missed him the times before.
Right.
So you're teaching today this class about how to create an income.
Let me see what I'm doing here. Okay, good.
And you don't know what you're doing yet?
I know what I'm doing.
How to create an income in any economy.
That's right.
How does that work when you feel like anything you do, it feels like everything is collapsing on top of you and nobody wants to buy you a penny?
Right. Well, you know, that's very interesting because this is a very unique time for all people in all economies and all countries, actually, and a unique time probably in the last 80 years. And people don't know, that word's very important, know, to K-N-O-W, to know how to actually perform in any economy. And so they're up against, they have to confront, oh, wow, I don't know how to do this. Typically what people do is make excuses and blame the economy, when the truth is there is just a lack of understanding about how to adapt to any economy.
That is interesting. I personally, this time, it's been really hard because I think that the first thing that people take out of their budget is advertising.
Yeah, well, the first thing people take out of their budget is whatever you're selling.
Oh, so then I have to convince you to buy my product.
Yeah, if you're in a grocery store, then they take that away. If you're in a clothing, they stop buying your clothes. If you sell cars, they stop buying your cars. If you're in residential housing, then all the residential, you know, the real estate agent says, hey, they quit buying houses. And if you're in advertising, it's advertising. If you're in the movie business, they don't want to fund the movie. So every person that I talk to today, and every person that'll be in the seminar today, will tell me their industry has been hit harder than any other, okay? So what happens is during a contraction, things get smaller, they get tighter, and the whole world starts imploding, pulling in on itself. But this is the chance, the opportunity for you to expand, to be completely unique and different than anybody else in the marketplace. This is a better opportunity for you than 2 years ago. Even though it doesn't feel like that, it's an opportunity for you to be different in the market, for you to actually stand out. So very, very successful people, while they don't like this, they don't ask for this to happen, they actually, this is their moment to actually go gain market share.
Wow, that is very interesting.
Yeah.
I never heard somebody talking about it in that point of view.
This, like for my businesses, I will spend more money, energy, effort, and resources and have in the last 18 months than I did in the last 5 years before it, which is completely contrary to what most businesses are doing. They're saving and contracting while I'm spending. See, I'm exploding out into it as opposed to imploding, pulling back in like everybody else is. And it's allowing me to grow at a faster rate.
So you have to spend a little?
No, you have to spend everything should be spending right now.
Okay.
Contrary to what you're being told on TV, it's not true what you're being told on TV. Yeah, they're telling you to save, don't spend, debt's bad, credit's bad. It's not true. Businesses cannot expand by retreating. It is impossible to expand while you contract. If I say expand your breath, okay? But you see, you had to let it out.
Yeah.
You can't do both at the same time. It's impossible.
That's so true. That is so true.
So if anybody says, oh, no, I'm going to save and expand, it is impossible to do that. Try to expel air while you take in air. You can't do both at the same time. And that's what businesses are trying to do. They're trying to grow while they retreat. And businesses are going to retreat until they disappear.
Wow, that is very interesting. I never thought of that. I mean, I think most people, what they try to do is save some money and then they spend a little money, or some are just saying, okay, we cannot buy this because we had no money.
Well, what they're doing now is people are reacting. Reacting, which is one of the things we talk about here, is you don't want to react, you want to act.
Okay.
And they're reacting believe in, oh, I have to save, I have to save, I have to save. You can't get rich or wealthy or successful saving. And then when people start thinking about saving, they start thinking about saving everything. It's not just money. They save their time, whatever that means, however you do that. They save their energy. But right now what you want to be doing is expending everything. You want to spend energy, time, all your resources, your creativity, not just money. You want to spend everything. You want to like multiply. So if everything declined at a 40% rate, you'd want to kick everything up, at least 40%. To offset this, right? But people are doing this. Oh, my industry went down 40%, so I'm going to save 40% more. But it's not going to get you ahead. The saving rate in the United States is higher than it ever has been in 50 years. People still have less money.
Wow.
Because the goal is to produce money, not save it. You want to produce and create.
How long do you think it's going to take for the economy?
This is going to be very long and very ugly and very difficult. Okay, I'm telling you, it's going to be long and ugly. It's going to be longer than anybody imagines. There's going to be unemployment longer than people imagine. And people need to know that that's the deal. That's not the bad news. That is the situation. So don't wait. Oh, I'm going to pick up the newspaper Monday, and they're going to tell me unemployment went down. And that's not what you're going to see Monday or next month or the following month. You need to get your game on now.
Wow. What is the best advice you can give to business owners out there today?
Right now, people need to get educated about a new economy. They need to learn everything they can about selling and marketing. The economy is not your problem. Your problem today is the inability to sell and market your products. That's the only problem anybody has. You have to sell and market your product today without free credit. And 2 years ago, you had free credit. Everybody had credit cards, everybody had debt, everybody had a bank that would lend to them, and you don't have that today. So people are having to relearn, hey, how do I sell my products? How do I promote myself? How do I get attention in the market in a smart way that actually drives revenue?
Wow, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I'll see you in the seminar.
Yeah, good. You're going to learn a lot today. You'll love this.
Well, si usted quiere saber más sobre Grant Cardone, visite su página web para que aprenda a ser un buen negociante. No le cambie. Seguimos con más en Spanish TV.